Welcome back to Rashad's Garage, and today I'm doing the Money Pit Off-Road rear frame chop bumper on my Jeep. Let me show you how far I got so far. I'll go over, I'll flip it over so you guys can see. Oh crap, bit my hand. So yeah, so it's just the mounting bracket. There's whole alignment holes to make sure you mount it in the right spot. So I got those alignment holes. It's all, so when you're bending it, you just gotta make sure that it's aligned. It's a 90 right here, and then make sure it's aligned right there and right there. And then this piece, I'm gonna use a crescent wrench to pull this down when I weld it, so it's gonna be flush. I opted in for the trailer hitch because sometimes I do tow stuff, and then I opted in for the reverse slides, but I didn't know they were gonna be that big, so I might weld in a plate right there. I don't know yet. So yeah, let me get to welding. All right, so here's the base bumper without the end caps. Like I said, I am doing a hitch. I got to figure out how far in or out I want the hitch, because I think I have to do it like right there so the hole can be exposed. It sticks out a little bit, but I think that will be fine. Or I might just drill new holes in it. We'll see, but still have to cut it. But yeah, that's how it's gonna look. This is the bumper I'm replacing. So this bumper isn't bad. It's a rock hard bumper. The only thing I have to do is get rid of these airlines. I'm keeping two. I just don't know where I'm putting them at yet. But it has all these extra ones, and I never use this stuff. And it's in the way of my tire carrier that I added. So I'm only keeping this. The release valve, I might mount this underneath. But this stuff I do not need. So it's a little late right now, so I might pull this off tomorrow and then worry about it later. I just wanted to get the basic shape of the bumper done, because that was like the main thing that I was worried about. So now that it's all together, the base is together. These are the end caps. I'm going to weld all the way across the top, and then along that crease, and then the crease underneath. So it gives it strength, and I can grind it down to make it look good. Here's a little progress. I got one of the end caps on. I've been welding really slow to try to get it not to warp. And it kind of already warped on me when I welded this piece. I got a little carried away and did this all in one go. And it kind of broke the weld off on the inside. So I'm gonna fill in the gap. It might be off a little bit, but besides that, everything is going good. For the mounting brackets, I'm welding on this side and on the inside, just because that's what's going to be mounted to the Jeep, and I'd rather it not pop off on me. So I'm welding those really good. And then once the bumper is done, I'm going to put the hitch on, and I'm going to weld the hitch on really good as well. But this is my progress right now. It's starting to take shape, and for my first DIY bumper, yep, DIY bumper, it's going good. I think I'm gonna call it a night for day 2 of working on this. Well, kind of day 2, day 1. Doesn't really matter, but I got the end caps on. Yes, my welds aren't the prettiest. I haven't finished welding it completely through. I got the mounts on. I just did the hitch. I'm kind of going for like just a really strong weld. I'm not too worried about making it pretty, like on this side. I went over it once and went over it again right there, but not right there, because that's where the hole's at. And I went over it again. I think I'm gonna flip it over. I'm gonna weld the back side of the hitch, and then tomorrow I'm gonna weld it all up and then grind it all down. So it's actually been about a week. I forgot to record, but after I got it built, I went back and I re-welded a lot of it. I still gotta go in and then smooth these down. I just added a little bit of weld on top because there was a little divots in it. So I'm gonna smooth those out, and then it'll be ready for paint. But yeah, when you're cutting the frame, I used a grinder and a sawzall. Sawzall to get that big support out. You just cut it out, it's easy. And then the frame mounts, you can see down there, not the frame mount, the body mount, you have to cut a slit to get that body mount disconnected from that. So I used the sawzall for that, chopped it, and then you have to kind of make like a like an L shape in the frame, kind of like this right here. You kind of have to make that in the frame So how I made that is I just used a Sawzall to cut straight down. I use a grinder to make that bend, and then now it's on. And there it is. I still got the lights coming in. I found the 2x6 lights I could put in those holes, and I still gotta add my trailer receiver and then paint it. But it's on. It's looking good. All right, and I was able to paint it tonight. It's still a little wet. I put it on, kind of rushed it. I went back and I actually touched up the spots where my gloves were at, but overall, it's good. So I finally got the 220 adapter for my welder. So I decided to weld in the shackles with it. The top part was giving me issues, but overall, I think it came out pretty good. I also got the lights. As you can tell, they weren't a perfect fit, but if you're looking at it from above, you're not gonna notice. And one thing I didn't notice when I ordered them is that's how everything looks on there. But let me get over here. Oh, let me rewind. I got these half doors for 150 bucks. They were on Marketplace. I've been looking at them for months. I decided to finally make the drive to Prescott, so it was about an hour and 40 minutes away. Got these, I got to sand them down, and I got to paint them. So this is a new addition to the Jeep. But let me turn it on. So I got the Jeep in reverse. I wired these lights to reverse. So as you can see, reverse. Oh, excuse me. Reverse. But we're gonna come over here, put it back, hit this lovely light, rear. These lights had rear ambers. I did not know that when I was ordering it. So, Apple CarPlay ruined my clip. But anyways, these lights have a rear amber in them. So I decided to wire them up. I did not know that when I ordered these lights. So the rear bumper is done. I welded in the shackle mounts. I got my reverse lights and rear amber lights, and we're good to go. I'm gonna take it outside, cover everything off, spray these black, and I'll be ready to throw the shackles on. All right, and this is the final product. I did one quick paint job. I'll probably come and redo it in the daylight because I really can't see it. But I got the shackle mounts, I got the amber lights on. Like I said before, once you put it in reverse, the white lights will turn on, and then you just turn these off with a switch. These can be turned on at any time. The reverse lights are triggered with reverse. I didn't feel like wiring a separate switch for them, and this is perfect for, usually the reverse lights is just for me to let people know like, hey, I'm right here when it's dusty. So these will work perfect. They're amber. And yeah, I got the bumper all done. This is the Money Pit Off-Road rear frame top bumper. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, reach out to me. And like always, like, comment, and subscribe for more.